Again, a very good morning, everyone. We welcome you to this introductory session of Geology Optional Comprehensive course. So, we will discuss about the course, and we will also there are some people who are very new to geology, right? Who are even mulling over whether to take geology or not. So, we might also try to give some insights to them, and then we'll come back. We'll come back to this, right? So, firstly, I would like to tell that. First, I would like to introduce myself and Lawrence sir to you. We both are the course mentor for this comprehensive course, right, at Planet Geology. So, Lawrence sir is also a graduate of IIT Roorkee, right, from geological technology. He was one of the highest scorer in the college in geology, and he also secured an All India rank one in GATE geology, right. After that, sir has an extensive experience of even the field geology, the industrial interface. Sir has worked in Shell. He has also worked in ONGC after securing All India Rank 1. And presently, Lawrence sir is in Canada. He's working there as a geologist, and he's also very passionate about teaching. So he's also into mentorship, right? With us, right? And I am also one of the mentor of the course. I have appeared in 3 IFS interview with geology and 1 civils interview. I am also a graduate of IIT Roorkee from the geological technology. So we both have been trying to mentor students in geology for past 2.5 and 3 years, right? So we have good enough of experience in that, right? So now, before beginning about the course and all these things, I will just very briefly introduce you about geology, right? And about the advantages of geology, because we have been getting a lot of call about the counseling thing, right? So now about geology, the first thing about geology in UPSC is that it is one of the most popular optional in Indian forest services, and this has been so for last over a decade, right? It has the highest success ratio in Indian forest services, right? So you can also see here, these are the people, right? In 2020, All India rank one, he was from geology itself, right? He has this geology optional. Similarly, in 2019, the AIR one was also from geology, and this person, he scored 214 out of 400. Even last year in 2021, Varadraj All India rank 2. He also had geology optional. All right. So he was also our classroom student, our test series student, Varadraj. So basically, you can see a lot of people get rank in IFS with geology optional, right? Almost all of them are from non-geology background. In fact, all of them, right? All these three were from non-geology, mostly engineering background. All right. Then even if we go even some further back in 2020, also we had All India rank 7. Like Gurharsh, he was classroom student of ours, right? He was a student of Lawrence sir. And even in last year 2020, from our classroom program, right? From our classroom student program, we got a lot of people who did very really well with geology, right? Including rank 9, rank 2, just we discussed Varadraj 11, 27. So geology has been doing quite well, right? It is a very good scoring optional in forest services. In fact, the best scoring optional in forest services. Now, another thing is that it is an emerging optional in even in CSE, right? Because we don't see a lot about geology because there are very less graduates of geology in our country, right? So very few people opt for geology. So that is also its advantage, right? It has very less competition, right? If you compare it with geography, anthropology, right, even political science, in excess of 1,000 people write means, I don't know how many thousands or lakhs prepare, right? In geography, there were I think couple of years ago there were 2,500 or even more people writing with geography. So that is not the case with geology, right? So you don't have much competition within geology. Geology ka syllabus is very static in nature. All right. So I know of geography. In geography paper 2, there is a lot of linkages with current affairs. The same is with PSIR. It is whether it's sociology, right? So, but geology, 99% of the syllabus is static. Static means it does not change. If you read it once, you understand the concepts, right? You make your high quality notes, and that is it. You just have to mug them up, memorize them, right? And then reproduce it in an exam. You don't have to change them. You don't have to articulate a lot on them. So that is also a big advantage. right? And of course, geology is a science optional, right? So it has more objectivity, right? You don't need that much articulation which is required in humanity subjects, right? And like here, since it is a science optional, it has scope of lots of diagram, right? And another thing which I like about geology is it is inherently, sorry, it is inherently presentable, right? What I mean is that बहुत लोग बोलते हैं, a lot of people say that they are not good at diagram making and all these things, right? So the good thing about geology is like paper 2. In paper 2 we read a lot of phase diagrams, we read a lot of triangular diagram. So all these are core part of the content, right? You don't have to you don't have to innovate much, right? If you even if you are writing the what they have asked, your content will be presentable and diagram oriented. So that is another thing. And like I said, the syllabus of geology is also very short, right? If you compare it with other science optional like physics, chemistry, math, which might take up to 2 years to master. All right. So geology can be prepared in a very short time. In forest, a lot of a lot of these students they prepared geology in just 45 days, including Shiv Kumar, I think Durga Prasad, Ramakant, and a lot of them, even Ankit, they all got rank by preparing just for 45 days, right after civils means. In civils, obviously, it will take more time in preparation, but it's still the syllabus is much shorter, right? And you can count around 130 to 140 subtopics in the syllabus, and the syllabus is shorter even compared to a lot of humanity subject. You can compare it with PSIR, even geography, right? And another most important advantage of geology is lots of previous year question and themes are repeated every year, right? So I think Lawrence sir can also add what kind of percentage and how many. I think sir we did some analysis back and we found that around 80 to 85% of the
80
questions
to
are often
85% are
repeated.
mostly like yeah, repeated. Sometimes like students find like, okay, this question came new this year, maybe we have not seen this before, but we have found like even many questions which they have asked. Okay, I think this year it was Balina formation. So if you go back a little bit, maybe like instead of just looking at 2014 and newer papers, you go back to 2012, 2010, you'll find even that question. So the percentage is like, yeah, close to 80-85% is like based on previous year questions only. And if you look at like attemptable paper, okay, which you can attempt, okay, that percentage will be like 90-95% because there is choice also. So if something is new, you can actually leave it. So around that percentage is basically is repeated. Now if there were like 1,000 students writing and it is repeated, then it can become a disadvantage also. Now people will write pretty standard content, everyone's paper will be same. But advantage in geology is like the number of students will be writing the paper are fewer, so you can easily distinguish your answers. It will not be like the examiner is checking same paper and he checked 10 papers and 10 papers at the same answer, so that kind of thing will not be there.
Right. And even another thing is like sometimes the question might not directly be repeated, right? But the themes are repeated. Like themes in the sense ki we have seen that they will ask classification of fold every year. On 1 year they will ask rams. There are two or three classification of folds. So one year they will ask Ramsey, another year they will ask Flutie, third year they will ask the generic one, right? So this is how themes are. I think 90-95% themes are repeated, and sometimes directly questions are copy pasted, right? And you can see the trend also. Good scores are being obtained by a lot of people consistently, right? So I have gathered some data for you. So this was Divyanshu. He got I think all India rank 44 with geology. All right, in civil services, right? This is not forest. This is civil services, and he was there. After that, Avinash he got into IPS, right? He prepared geology along with a job. He was DFO Gorakhpur, and even after in that time crunch, he could prepare the optional in a very short time, and he scored in excess of 290. All right, I think around 288, right? So it was also a very good score. Similarly, if you we talk about this year also geology has done pretty well, right? I think Vishnu he was our test series student, right? Test series student. So yes, Aryan, just after a few couple of more slides, we will come back. We'll open it for your question answers, right? So like Vishnu scored 296. All right. We have Mrinal, right? Mrinal has also full access to planet geology course, and his score is also 282, right? And even there are a lot of other people who have scored pretty well, right? I can maybe I had this prepared one. So maybe if you want, you can just glance over it, right? So here we have now Vishnu. He's scored. Uh, Div- Divya Prakash, please mute. Divya Prakash, plus mute your mic. All right, thank you. Right. So like apart from Vishnu, we also have another student. Right, he scored 288. So like people are scoring, and this year was actually a low scoring year in civil services. So like somebody scoring 280, 285, it is as good as 310, right, of previous year, because you won't see a lot of students scoring this much. Even the top 10, top 100 ranker in CSE, a lot of them score 260, 270, right? You can see from the mark sheets available. So the score, like, and then again we have a lot of people. This guy, he missed very narrowly, right, around 8 to 10 marks, right? So he scored 277. There was 276, 276, 267. So a lot of score was there. He again, another junior of ours, he also did pretty well. He just also missed the rank, but the score is good. And a lot of them, right? Even this Madhav, he got all India rank for 148 this year, right? So he scored, he got rank 148 with geology optional. And most of these people are also from non-geology background, right? Even the Vishnu, the topper this year, is from non-geology background. So a lot of, or many of you are also from non-geology background and have doubt that whether you will be able to manage geology or not. So you have the examples in front of you. All right. So people with, in fact, this has been the data that the people from non-geology background are those who generally top in geology. All right.
Yeah, that's what we have observed like for past few years actually. Many like even in forest in civil services, sometimes like non-geology background students are doing even better than geology background students.
Right, right, and we have also observed the same in our courses, right, in
Yeah.
the group. So that is the thing, right? All right, now we'll just go through this some of the features of comprehensive course, which was about which we are planning to start from tomorrow, and then we can open the session, like question answer, and Lawrence sir and me will answer, right? All right. So like about this comprehensive course, firstly, is this course will cover each and every topic of the syllabus of CSE and IFS. All right, of both the exam, we cover all 99.9% of the syllabus. We don't leave any topic, and there is a special focus on PYQs, because we know that a lot of PYQs often gets repeated. All right, so that is there. So the one thing which I want to tell about this course is that we have actually concluded a live course just couple of months ago. So presently this course will not be live. This will be a schedule based. This will be a schedule based. We will share the schedule beforehand, and daily you will have enough content, right? Around 3 to 4 hours of video lectures and material content will be released every day at 11 a.m., right? Every day means it will also be released on Saturday as well as Sunday, right? All 7 days of the week. So we will cover full syllabus in a schedule based pre-recorded manner. After completion of every topic, right, every topic we will have a live class, right? In that live class you can ask the doubts from that topic. We can also have some value addition content, and we will also have some focus on a specific focus on previous year questions. All right, so that will be the live edition. Apart from that, how your doubts will be solved in the general days is that we have a mentorship group, right? All those students who join planet geology courses, they are added to a private group on Telegram. So in that group you can ask your doubt whenever you want, right? When while studying, if you have any doubt, you just post it there. So whenever the mentors are free, we respond. We will ensure to clear your doubts. Also you will have some peer support, right? In geology, biggest problem is that we don't have people who are preparing with geology. So that group also provide a good a good peer group. So that is there. In the course we do provide indicative beta solutions to previous year questions, last 6 7 years of questions of CSE as well as IFS, right? And we all every year we try to refine them and make them better. So that is something which is work in progress, but it is there on your portal. And another thing is the validity is for comfortable 270 days. All right. Overall, the course duration might be around 250 260 hours. All right. But and you can cover, like we have seen from our experience of last 3 years, that good students who are consistent and disciplined in their studies, right, and despite some glitches, they can complete the comprehensive course in 100 days. All right, 100 good days you can complete if you are devoting 3 to 4 hours of your time, right? So we have but given the access for 270 days, so you can rewatch the videos, you can go through the videos again and again. So we have, comfortable time frame. 270 days is very good enough. All right. And again, you will not have to read any other book apart from the course. So course, like we said, it covers 99.9%, almost 100% of the syllabus, and we also provide some notes on each and every topic of the syllabus. Right, the notes maybe in the form of PDF or PPT, and a lot of times they are directly in handwritten form. Right,
Yeah.
directly
And especially there are
reproducible.
some topics which you will not find like anywhere in books also. Okay, so for example, there is that Wollastonite system in phase rule in igneous petrology. Okay,
Yes.
so that if any standard book, like you can read a 500 page igneous petrology book only, and you will not find that thing. Okay, so there are many things, like many students have like problems in petrographic analysis. Okay, those kind of topics which are difficult to find in standard textbook, difficult to find content on, just to find that content maybe you'll spend like 2-3 days. Okay, so you get all that content prepared for you. And also, like many of these, if you go through textbooks, okay, if you have a habit of that, that's good, but from exam point of view you should also be very focused, and you have to cover so much syllabus, the time is limited. So we have done like all that hard work. Okay, we have gone through multiple sources, what is the best content and how it is like most suitable for the civil services exam. That is how we have prepared it. Okay, you can read like 10-15 books, but still you need to synthesize that in a manner that it is suitable for UPSC exam. Okay, so that's what we have done. Otherwise, see, any topic you Google, even then you will find. Okay, but a lot you it needs like a lot of skill to identify what is signal, what is noise. Okay, in that whole content. Okay, so that is kind of like the hard work that has been already done for you in that course.
And the most of the content is derived from standard textbook only, right?
Yeah.
So actually there are 12 units, not even 12, actually there should be 15 units. So there will be 15 books for for per one book per unit. So we have, sourced the content from the standard books itself, right? So that is why we can, confidently say that it is one stop solution to geology optional, the course. All right, for UPSC exams. So this is there. I can show you the schedule what we have planned. Okay, so this is the schedule. All right. So we plan to start it from tomorrow. So now again, just I'll go through some of these. So it is course based on blended learning. So here blended learning means the syllabus coverage is through pre-recorded schedule based, right, lectures, and there will be live classes for value addition, doubt clearance, and previous year question focus. Previous year question are also part of the they are basically inherent part of the lecture itself. Like for example, when Sir Lawrence sir will discuss anything about mineralogy, he will definitely incorporate answer writing also there. Right, in this topic, what is important, what kind of diagram you should draw, how we should present. So answer writing is actually inherent part of the course, right? So when if you are done with the course, you will be able to attempt 85 to 90% of the previous year question yourself, right? But beside that, we will also have specific focus on PYQs, right? Some which you might find difficult, or in sometimes you need to articulate all those things, right? So that is there. I talked about private Telegram group, right, for mentorship and doubt clearance. So lecture will be released daily by 11 a.m. every day, right, as per the schedule. So that is there. Plus, what I wanted to say is that the main focus of this batch is to help IFS 23 mains appearing students, as well as all those who are targeting 2024 IFS as well as CSE. All right. So I want recommend this course, this schedule based course for CSE students. All right, because like CSE is just, this is June, so we have July, August, September. It is just 90-95 days ago from here. So most of the people who have geology and civils, they might have done with they might have done with geology itself, right? So but if they want some kind of content support, then we have something else, right? We have specific modules, we have crash course, and there is some other strategy which we can discuss in the question answer. But the main focus is for IFS 23 and CSE and IFS 2024 student, right? So this we have talked about. So this is our syllabus. So we will be starting general geology from tomorrow. So tomorrow, right? All right. We will be releasing some basic videos, right? Then after that, I think Pankaj has started.
Sharing, I think, yeah, maybe you can start sharing again, Mayank sir.
All right. Is it visible?
Yes.
All right. So now there is this syllabus of geology, and we will cover each and every topic. So right, we will start with the solar system and the meteorite, then origin of Earth. So every day you will cover one subtopic. I mentioned there are 120 30 subtopics. We will cover one or two subtopics every day. So this is how it will work. So we will start on 19th June. In the first unit, we plan to go a little bit slow because almost every one of you is new to geology. So we will be completing general geology by 2nd of July. Then from all right, not actually it will be completed on 29th of June itself, and then 2nd of July we will be having a live class for doubt, value addition, and previous year question discussion. Right. From 1st of July we will be starting the second unit, that is geomorphology. It will go on till 9th of July. Right. Then similarly in other next 4 days we will cover crystallography, mineralogy, and this way we will keep going on. Right. We will cover full syllabus. So all right. So there is a specific order which we will let you know, which we feel is the best to cover the syllabus. All right. So this Lawrence sir has devised himself based on his understanding that what should be the order and not the UPSC syllabus order. So we will be following this, and by 30th of September, your full course will be covered. Right. So this is good enough time, especially for those people who are appearing for 2024, 2024. All right. For people who are appearing for 2023 and they want to fasten up their preparation, we can give some of the topic access a bit early, right? For that, you can contact me or Lawrence sir on Telegram or via call, and we'll do that, right? So this is an overview. All right. So now we can, I think, sir, you want to add something, or we can open for question answer session? So now you can ask your doubts, whatever questions you have. We will be more than happy to answer them. So you can ask your doubt. Okay.
Swastik,
So ask.
do you have a question? You can
Yeah,
either like unmute yourself and ask the questions straight. Okay.
oh, okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I had enrolled for the crash course last time, like I'd written the forest means last time. So, what more would be there in the comprehensive course, like, and how would it help me? Like, I've been a crash course student before.
So like,
So,
are you appearing for which exam? Civil Services 23 or Forest Services?
Forest 2020.
And you are skipping civils?
Yes, sir.
Then you should go for comprehensive course. Like, the difference in comprehensive course and crash course is that comprehensive course is actually like a foundation course. All right. So here we have covered it in around 250 to 260 hours. It start from scratch and it's built on. The crash course is around 100 to 120 hours. Like, and it is fast paced course kind of a thing. So see, generally we recommend comprehensive course to those people who are appearing in civil services with geology, or who are giving exclusively IFS. All right. Crash course is recommended to those people who are preparing for geology in the window after civil services mains, and they have just this window 45 days or 50 days, right? So now, since you are giving full time to IFS, you should prepare more, I think, comprehensively, and so that is the difference, right?
Yeah.
Another difference in terms of provision is the access to this is 270 days the access to crash course is around 120 days. All right. So that is the thing. Baki Lawrence sir, what did you suggest?
Yes, I think you covered most of the part. So ultimately, it's like more extensive coverage of the syllabus. Okay, so you will get like maybe some additional topics to write in your answers, and because you have time, if you can go through, that will definitely improve your score. You may see like more diagrams in certain questions that you can draw. Okay, certain topics that we covered only on weekend on that crash course. Okay, just weekend was like 4 classes we covered, so you may see more of those. Okay, especially you can, and then from that you can focus on your like weak points also. So maybe during the crash course I could not cover this particular topic in more detail. Okay, and ultimately you see in the end, like even like 10-15 marks gain or loss can be like a make or break situation. So yes, because you have time, you and you'll get like access for more days. So yes, so that is like highly recommended, the comprehensive course.
Yes, and if you don't want to join course, like you might feel ki I have some idea about geology, and right, I have some idea of geology because you have done the crash course. So you might also be having notes and all those things. So what you can do if you want to not go with the course is that you can maybe refer to the one of the topper, like Apur's notes. Apur was our comprehensive course student, so he has shared our notes. Those are our notes of our slides, so you can refer to those, and maybe you can prepare through them also, right? You can go follow the self study mode and refer to those notes and just complete the syllabus, and that might also do. It depends what is your aptitude, what helps you, right? There are some people who might do better by self study. There are some do better by if somebody nudge them, somebody push them, right? So it's up to you to decide. So you have the resources, right?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, sir. And sir, just another small question. Like, we can access specific modules also, right? Like, if I want to say only access mineralogy and like specific topics rather than the whole course.
Yes, you can. That option is also there.
Yes, you will when you will see the website, you just scroll to the bottom part of the website. Then there will be option of all courses. You just go through them, and a specific module will be there. Like somebody want to study only remote sensing, they can just enroll in that and do it. So you won't need to join full course, right? The advantage of full course is just one advantage. The content is same in full course in module based. Just that in full course you also get mentorship support through private group, right? In also in module, if you'll join, we will obviously be there for clearing doubts and all, but right, but in general that mentorship might little bit be missing. Baki it is same, the content, quality, notes, everything is same.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I think
Vinay, do you have a question?
यस सर। सर एक डाउट
Go
रहती है
ahead.
कि सिविल सर्विसेज में जो जनरली जियोलॉजी में मार्क्स आते हैं वो
yes.
उतने नहीं होते हैं जितने कि जनरल साइंस सब्जेक्ट में या इंजीनियरिंग सब्जेक्ट्स में होते हैं, जो लाइक मैथमेटिक्स डिस्पाइट बीइंग साइंस सब्जेक्ट, इंजीनियरिंग सब्जेक्ट।
Hmm. नहीं मतलब यार if you want to compare with other science, physics, chemistry, math with geology, so मैं वही बता रहा हूँ कि there are lot more graduates in our country in mathematics than in geology. तो geology लेने वाले ही बहुत कम होते हैं, ठीक है? बट ये आपका जो लॉजिक है, अगर उसको आप डेटा से कंपेयर करोगे तो वो नहीं है। हो सकता है इस बार जियोलॉजी, आई थिंक मैथमेटिक्स में किसी की टॉप 10 में रैंक है एंड ही गॉट 320 मार्क्स, राइट? बट ऐसे भी एक्सेप्शन होते हैं, लाइक मोस्टली दैट इज द हाईएस्ट इन इंडिया, but generally मतलब geology is as scoring as any other science optional. Baki if you compare geology with other engineering subjects like chemical engineering, mechanical, even physics and chemistry, which I am aware of, कि इनका स्कोर जियोलॉजी में बेटर ही आ रहा है, राइट? इवन इन फॉरेस्ट सर्विसेज a lot of my student, a lot of our friends who are from MSc physics, they scored not more than 220 last year, and a lot of students from non-geology background, they scored in excess of 260 to 70. और इस बार का भी we do have this data set. So like even this guy Vishnu, sorry, like
Yes, we could able to see.
we are getting scores in around like 300 now, right? I think in 2018 also somebody scored 305. All right, Amit Kumar, I think. So people are scoring well. If you can, like, if you have an aptitude for mathematics, you can manage mathematics, then it is also a good optional. But what I have, mathematics is a very good optional, right? In school we used to think कि maths में 100 आ सकते हैं और किसी में नहीं आएंगे, right? So that is there. But what I have like known from my experience and from my friends ki bhai maths required a lot of hard work also, right? Like it will take at least 2 years to master, right? I have not seen anybody who has given less than 2 years to mathematics and scored 300 marks, right? So mathematics, physics, same with chemistry, these require a lot of time, right? You cannot prepare these subjects in 4 5 months and score in UPSC exam.
Sir, one more thing. This year I am skipping civil services mains,
Yes,
writing only forest service mains. But I want to finish geology syllabus as early as possible, not going what is given in the timetable
yes.
schedule. So, can I get pre-recorded lectures access so that I can finish it by 15 or 20 days earlier?
Yes, yes, right, right. So Vinay, what like firstly, like it is a very good decision in my opinion that you are obviously it should be it would have been backed by your experience in CSE, right? But if I suggest that if there are people who have written more than 3 mains in CSE and they are finding it difficult to clear CSE mains and they have now also cleared IFS cutoff, then it is a very wise decision to focus more on IFS because it is more certain to get rank in IFS. Obviously, IFS is also less competitive because the biggest hurdle is prelims, which you have cleared, right? Now you
But
have around.
actually, I am changing my optional also. Earlier, my option was philosophy, and I was not getting good marks in that. So this year, I'm changing optional and starting with this forest service.
All right, all right. So based yes, based on your forest experience of next 3 4 months, it could help you in that way. But for now, you should not think of CSE if you are skipping it, right? If you have so you should not think of next year CSE. Your focus should be sorry, na your focus should be to get rank at any cost this year in IFS because there are 150 seats. These are also seldom, right? This year 2022 there are 150 and 2023 there are 150. इसके पहले आई हैव नेवर सीन it more than 90, right? 89 87 आती हैं. So this is a huge advantage and there are around 150 odd students. A lot of them will give up after civils means. So that is very good. The second thing is this course, comprehensive course, is available in two ways. One is through drip. Drip is schedule based, right? Every day something will be dripped on your portal and you will have. Another thing is you can have direct access of everything at one go. So all those appearing in IFS 2023, I would suggest them this. All right. You can obviously follow the schedule which we have given in the drip, but it would be good for you, right? And you should target completing the syllabus by 10th of September, right? At least 15 days before CSE mains, so that you can have one revision before CSE mains. And when most of your competitors start preparing for IFS from 26th of September, you are done with full syllabus and one revision, right? Then you need to mug up and maybe do some answer writing to have give you that edge. All right, Vinay.
I think we
सर
had
तो
one more
मतलब
question.
हम एक्सेस कर सकते हैं ना सर?
हाँ हाँ मैं वही बता रहा हूँ, दो तरीके से मिल सकता है, एक ड्रिप है और एक डायरेक्टली पूरा एक्सेस आपको मिल जाएगा, राइट? सो व्हेन यू ज्वाइन यू जस्ट इन्फॉर्म अस, वी विल गिव द फुल एक्सेस एट वन गो.
Okay,
Okay,
we have
thank you.
couple of questions in the chat also. Uh, One is like test series included in comprehensive course. No, test series is separate from comprehensive course, so that is not included. Is there any option to access both course and crash course then comprehensive course, as we are not sure if we can make it in one attempt? I think what is your opinion? I think that will create a bit of a hodgepodge. Okay, you'll see like 10, 15, 20, 30 courses will be difficult to track. Okay, so to
Like what you can do is that ki like even the what you can do is ki you can go with, if you are giving 2023, you can go with crash course. अगर तुम्हारे पास time नहीं है and you are also giving civil services, you can go for crash course, and if you find time you can upgrade it to comprehensive course. All right, and obviously you can access both the courses. There are provisions and there will also be good discounts on that, but you should be clear that why, right? This argument that we are not sure if we can make it in one attempt, if you are talking about this year, that should not be the right, that is not the right attitude, right? If you have cleared the IFS prelims, right, you are just among 1,500 people in the country, right? And there are 150 seats. It is just like a, it is just like a Delhi का बड़ा स्कूल है जिसमें 1,000 तक बच्चे एक क्लास में होते हैं. You just have to top, not even top, you have to be in top 150 of those. So you should be very positive that you need to crack it in this attempt itself. All right. If you are giving 2023, if you are giving for 2024, then you can personally text, and I can tell you the strategy what need to be done, right? And Ajay, Raju is talking about the test series. So see, test series, like sir said, it is not included. But if you mean about answer writing instead of test series, then like I said, it is integral part of the course, right? When we cover the syllabus, we do discuss about answer writing and how do you need to approach. But if you're talking about a formal test series, those 3 hours in UPSC pattern, that is not included. The classroom student, they get or around 50% discount for the test series, so they can avail that when they cover some of the syllabus. Nomisha is asking how to join the comprehensive course. So, Nomisha, I think you can directly. I'll also share the link. Maybe Lawrence sir can share the link. So you can directly visit the website and directly join from the website itself. And then there is some provision that after joining, you need to share the snapshot, your photo, your email ID, and name. These 4 details on the Telegram number which is given on the website, and then you will get the access, as well as you will be added to private mentorship group of comprehensive course. All right. Sai Sumant, you are asking, sir, you have already joined the comprehensive course. Can I follow the schedule from tomorrow? Yes, Sai, you can follow the schedule. If you want, I can also, I can in fact convert you to the drip wala form. So every day you will have 3 to 4 hours of content, right? And if you don't want, you want everything at one go, which I think you already have the access, you just follow the schedule. I will share the schedule in the group as well as personally to you, so you can follow that, right? That is also rigorous enough, especially if you have not started with geology presently, right? I think Chandra Prakash is asking something. Chandra was asked that is the crash course beneficial for IFS forest means? Yes, Chandra. For like this crash course is specifically for a forest means 2023, right? Its name is crash course for Indian Forest Services, right? But it is actually for those people. We recommend it for those people who will be giving IFS means after writing civil services means, and their optional in civil services means is different, right? If your optional is geology even in civil services, then comprehensive course might be more beneficial, right? But obviously crash course is also very beneficial to cover in short time.
Divyang, do you have a question? So there are like couple of questions which are like similar to each other. So one thing is like, is this material sufficient or in enough detail, or do you have to refer to other books, source material and all? So the answer to that is no. Okay, the course coverage is very high. The content is very good. Okay, so you don't need to go through any books. Okay, outside of what is being provided to you. If you cover what is given to you basically in the course, that will be more than sufficient. Okay, and if there is like anything, okay, if you find you need to read more about a particular topic, that is where that our mentorship private Telegram group comes in, is that you can ask like specifically, sir, that maybe this particular topic was asked this year, or this is in the syllabus, maybe I need to understand a little bit more about it, can you provide some additional content? So all those things we can provide through mentorship support, but you don't have to like go through any reference textbooks and all. In fact, that can be actually counterproductive, because many textbooks that you will find in geology, good textbooks, they are not written from UPSC exam point of view. Okay, so they are written for you to understand geology properly. Sometimes they can be very thick books. Okay, so even like one subject, okay, will be 500-page book. If you open structural geology book, that will be a 500-page book. Okay, so one or two topics, some people say that you can go like topic wise, but even that becomes challenging, because a topic from all dimensions may not be covered in a single book. Okay, so some part may be covered in in another book. So for example, even if you open Haka Fosen from structural geology, okay, or Professor Diko Mukhopadhyay's book from structural geology, okay, so one of them may not have like question was asked classification of folds based on closure, for example. It may not have, even if it is good book, it may not have that classification. Okay, for whatever reason. Okay, so because each subject, if you start studying in detail, there is no boundary to it. Okay, if you start studying paleontology, there is no boundary to paleontology as such. So it is very very important that you stay within those bounds. We have created those boundaries for you, and that is how you complete that syllabus. And trust me, you will get basically very high coverage. You don't need to go to any textbooks other than that. Wherever you feel you need help, we are there for mentorship.
Like I can explain in a way with Lawrence sir used to explain, is that this is your syllabus. Suppose this is all your syllabus UPSC has given, right? And this boundary is decided by your PYQ. So you go through PYQs and you decide a boundary, right? Maybe stretch a bit from what UPSC has, but there will be some question, right? One or two question here and there which you might not be able to answer. So even in the course, like despite our background, despite our expertise, we will not claim that everything we teach 100% will, in the paper will be from our course, right? But we can guarantee you that you will get the best possible content and the coverage in the country from this course, all right? So that we can guarantee to you best possible support. And sometimes you don't have to focus, your focus should be what is there inside this circle.
Yes.
This circle ki boundary is basically decided by previous questions, right? You don't have to bother about these things, all right?
Yeah, they're like
Firstly,
more like random. Somewhere they will appear and then they will not appear for 10 years. Okay.
if you're able to attempt 470, 475 out of 500, right, you are actually primed for a 300 score, all right? If you score it, so 20, 30 marks, not 30 but 20, 25 marks, it's all right. If you don't, you are not very confident about that, something new has there. And that will be case with every other optional, whether it is physics, chemistry, or whether it is Sanskrit, even Sanskrit and Bhojpuri, right? So that you should not worry about it. Apart from that, I understand the need to read the book. So like as Dipanshu said that about Bangad, first let me tell you that this Bangal is not a standard book, right? It is ऐसा नहीं है कि ये जियोलॉजी की लक्ष्मीकांत है, right? It is not one stop solution to geology. It is actually a guidebook, right? This guy has very good copy pasted from various sources, and he has covered 70-75% of the topics of the syllabus. So I recommend this, because see, this is not an academic exam, right? We also teach for academic exams, like for GATE, or for like sir teach for GSI geoscientist. So we don't have dearth of content, right? GSI geoscientist syllabus is at least 150% time than that of civil services, forest services. But this is an competitive examination, right? So here the approach has to be different. So for this, I do recommend भाई बांगड़ लेके रखो अपने पास. You can read बांगड़, especially IFS people, because a lot of your competitor will only read बांगड़, especially those who prepare in 40-45 days after CSE. So भाई they will be only reading बांगड़ because they have no other option if they have not accessed the crash course or all. So at least do utna. Sometimes what happened that we also understand reading certain topics you might feel overwhelmed, right? Because it is something new you are studying. So जब भी कभी overwhelmed हो रहा है तो you just read Bangar के few lines and then you will know कि हाँ course में you have read much more than that, so you don't have to worry. So for that you can read Bangar. Otherwise there is no need. And one last thing is that sometimes we do feel that you can read, right? In mining geology, I remember sir has shared a very good quality book, some 10-15 pages of that. So we are ourselves more concerned about your success, right? We don't want to कि ऐसा हो जाए. So we add a lot of topper content, right? There is Prajesh Jena notes a lot of people are reading, especially for forest services. He was 2017 IFS. So we have talked to Prajesh ourselves, and with his permission, we have included his notes also in the course. So actually, the course is very comprehensive. It has the content from the standard book, from our own learning from college, and we have also incorporated the topper notes where we feel they are helpful. All right. So in that way, we can confidently say that it is a one-stop solution, right? And it is like very close to one-stop solution. So Rohit is asking how many candidates qualified CSE from geology optional were from non-geology. See, Rohit, we don't have data. Only UPSC can tell you the exact data. Right. What we can share is also on empirical basis, which a lot of students contact us. They contact us. A lot of students giving civil services with geology contact us for either test series, either for comprehensive course, crash course, or sometimes even for interview guidance. All right, geology oriented. So based on that, we have I have shared this mark sheet. So based on that only I prepared this mark sheet. It was shared by them mostly. So this guy, he was also from non-geology background. He actually got the highest marks in geology this year. And this guy Madhav, he got one of the good highest rank in geology with right geology optional. He was also from chemical engineering optional. So the right both the toppers in terms of rank, in terms of number this year in CSE are from non-geology background. Right. Apart from that, I think this guy is also non-geology background. He is also non-geology background. He is also non-geology background. I think this he is from geology background. Right. I don't want to reveal the name because they have not given the permission for to me for so that is why. All right. So Mrinal is from geology background, but you will see the topper in terms of number and in terms of rank they are from non-geology background. Even Divyanshu Nigam, he got all India rank 44. He's all India rank 44. He was also from non-geology background, right? He did from I think I'm mechanical or I think chemical engineering, something like that. So there, like, people from all kind of background they do clear, right? So in terms of percentage, I cannot tell, right? Because I don't have the data. Only UPSC can tell. But I am just sharing on what information I got from the student.
Okay, any other questions? Divyank, have you asked your question? I think I see you have raised your hand for quite some time now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to ask a question. Sir,
Yes.
actually, I am preparing for CSE 2024, and this time I am taking a foundation course from an institute, and these classes are going up to 8 hours. So I want to ask, sir, it is beneficial for me to take this time or afterwards for a comp, because I have a geology background. I have done my graduation from DAVV Holkar in geology, but I want to take a comprehensive course. But I am very confused that this time I want to take, or I have to skip 2 3 months so that it will be helpful for me after prelims because of 270 days. This is very confliction in my mind, sir.
No, so like your 8 hour classes are going for general studies.
Yes, sir. It's up to 8 hours. Daily is up to it, including Sunday also. But Sunday is also 4 hours, but regular day is up to 8 hours because they have to
Like,
complete a course.
like this that is like UPSC is definitely an intensive exam that you need to somehow manage. But I think 8 hours daily is too much for general studies. If somebody right, so that
Are
you
there
need
like
to
lectures, 8 hours of lectures? Or
yes.
does
Yeah,
it
eight
include
hours
study
of,
period
yes.
also?
No, yes, sir. It's 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours of live lectures are going on regularly.
See,
Okay.
Yeah.
what I can tell you is that for 2024, this is the time, right? If you want to really crack open CSE, your optional should be prepared before prelims. All right. So
Yes, sir.
prelims is in May. So you won't be doing optional in April, even in May, March. So your optional should be prepared by at max by Feb, right? Feb तक तो हो ही जाना चाहिए. And you are from geology background. If so, you should have in more edge. You should. I think you should ideally prepare by January, pura. So by preparing optional by January means that
Yes, sir.
you should have notes on each and every topic which UPSC has given. All right, proper qualitative notes and something like that. So you need to do it. You can do it in maybe November, December, January, or October. You can start now, and you should not worry about 270 days and something like that because the course can be done in 100 days, right? 120 days. You can even do it in 50 days. Like I can share the video of Apurv also. He was from non-geology background and he covered full geology optional syllabus in 40 to 45 days, right? So it is very much possible, and you should not be needing the course or the lectures just before mains examination, right? How it goes is
Yes,
that
sir.
you prepare your notes, right? Maybe you see the video again, then you revise your notes again and again, all right? Then you refine your notes, maybe make short notes and write some tests, and that is how it goes. It is not like after like just before mains you are seeing the videos and all those things, right? So this is the time to prepare. Maybe you can wait for a month or something like that if you want, right? To no,
So, sir, if I will wait for a month, then this will available na. It's
Yes,
not compulsory to join in a it today itself or tomorrow. It will, I will, if I want to join, then I will join after 1 month. It's मतलब हो सकता है ना सर ये कि एक महीने बाद भी ज्वाइन करना चाहे तो हो
yes,
सकता है
yes.
ये.
You can join whenever you want.
सर एक चीज और पूछना था सर मेरे को वन डाउट ऑल्सो सर एक्चुअली सर you have shared a schedule that I have sort that we have said, but suppose I am not able to take a class on a scheduled day and I want to take afterwards, so it is possible
What, like, see,
or what?
everything is available on the portal, so you can watch it anytime you want, right?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, Krishna, you want to ask something? So he's asking that he's solely focusing on IFS. So see, ideally you should go for comprehensive course, right? Because you have 5.5 months for your mains examination. Baki crash course will also be helpful. Yes, see, Krishna, that is all right. You are a working professional. So, firstly, ultimately this is competition, right? So there might be few other people who will also be doing full time for IFS. So ultimately, it is competition. Uh, it is competition. You have to out perform them, right? So that is the best. But if you have too much crunch of time and your job is actually very hectic and the leaves are not possible, then you can go with crash course. So any other doubts? Otherwise, we can end the session. I think Rohit is asking by what time comprehensive course will be completed. So I think Rohit, uh, in scheduled best manner, we will cover the full syllabus by 30th of September, and you can also opt for access at one go. So in that way, it's up to you when you can complete. Right? We will give you the full content today itself, and you can cover it as soon as possible for you. Right? So I think Sarah shared the link to join the comprehensive course. This is the link. Sir, we can also share the Telegram link, open group link.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sharing this again. Okay.
You can also ping us on Telegram. Right, I'll share one of the ID here.
The access for comprehensive course is 270 days.
I've also shared this Telegram ID. Just give me a minute. This is my Telegram ID. You can ping me here also, and the number is also. I've not shared Lawrence sir ID because Lawrence sir lives in Canada, so there is this time zone difference. So maybe when you are calling, there might be 3 a.m. in the morning. So that is why you can ping me on this number. You can also ping sir. Sir is also the owner and admin of the Planet Geology course, so you can easily find him there also, right? Like he's
The
asking.
structure of the paper, Raju, as I like Mayank sir has shared it initially, that structure has been devised in such a way that it is based on concept building rather than like if you pick up the like order in which UPSC syllabus is given. So that's not always like the most ideal way that you would want to go through. Okay, so for example, you want to know what very basic, like after you cover general geology, you at least want to know like what is quartz, what is feldspar, what is plagioclase. Without that, you cannot cover igneous petrology. So we provide that order in which you should go through. Okay, you should not follow the UPSC order. Okay, you should rather follow in there. Like you can have some adjustments. You can ask us. So for example, crystallography, maybe you can crystallography will not be needed for any other course, so you can do it at the end also. Okay, and it's also sometimes students find it scary, but mineralogy, for example, you should do right after you cover general geology. Okay, and that not just that, we have done it in such a way that, see, there are some topics in the syllabus which students find difficult, which are more extensive, and then there are certain topics which are easy. Okay, so see, if you cover all easy topics in the start, then you'll panic that everything difficult is left. But if you keep covering everything difficult in the start, what will happen is you will get scared that you are not progressing. Okay, so you need right balance of those two things. So we have kept that also in mind when we have devised that. So for example, after covering mineralogy, crystallography, which is a big course, you go to geochemistry, okay, which you can cover pretty quickly. So like that we have devised that overall order.
Aaron is asking. Yes, Aaron, it is very much possible because you have background in it. So you can, if you have cleared the prelims, you can definitely do it, right? You use your resources you got in your college, your notes, all those things. If you have some specific, you need specific help, some module-based help, you can also contact us. But it is very much possible. You should give your best, right? Along with your general studies coverage. Ayush, yes, sir, Ayush, you are right. The 270 days is from the date of enrollment, right? If you enroll it in October, then it will be 270 days from them, right? Not from tomorrow. So whenever you enroll, it will be 270 days of access from that day. So I think if there are no more questions, we can, conclude the session.
Okay, Mayank sir, thank you all very much for joining us, and we wish you all the best in your preparation. Okay.
Yes, yes. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
You might have some doubts. You can always contact us on Telegram, right? We will